conditions here at Port Melbourne. Dean Wallace looks to have started across the half-back line. And Davies kicks it up towards the wing, almost a good Essendon mark. Wasn't paid. Nelson down to Culpert. Couple of early possessions for him. That was well worked in towards his teammate there for the Blues in Spawn, who got it to crack. Here's McGrath. You'd expect him to be one of the real danger players here this afternoon, an emerging player in the AFL. Heads up towards the half-forward line. No one could take a mark for the Bombers. The Blues defence stands pretty firm. Already the tempo seems to be up from yesterday's game, which had its dull moments. All Carlton in the first 5 minutes. They've only kicked one goal, but the signs early for them are pretty good. Goddard, though, to Peveril. Here's Davies. Oh, he takes them on with his pace, runs an awfully long way, but kicks out, point. And got it flush.
Yes, well, it deserved a goal. It was a beautiful piece of play by the young bloke. He just really powered through, got through, just needed to straighten up fractionally.
Christou finds Cranage. That's Sam Cranage for the Blues. White, captain. And we've got one in
there first, and umpire may have had enough with the congestion. He's come off his line and called the play on. He kicks long towards the centre of the ground. Battle between Richards and Christou. Picked up by Lalich. Got it off towards Ben Cranage. Ben Cranage, the old stab, kicks it out wide. Now this looks promising for Essendon. And
Adam White, the captain, with a big leap and a rush behind.
I think Fletcher, was it Fletcher was in there as well? Wrong number.
No, Fletcher.
So Christou with the big kick. McGrath best placed, couldn't drag it down. Goddard did some good work, got it towards Richards. Nicky McGrath goes to lend assistance, got it out to McAllister. McAllister high kick, it's a hospital one. Oh, opens up here for Denham. All he needs to do is to pick it up. Then he has his problems, keeps it alive. Marnie snap, kicks there first. We're on level terms here at Port in the elimination final between the two big.
Now, clear by Johnston to McAllister. Back out to that half-forward flank. Well brought in. That might be Goddard who's brought that down. It is. Not a lot of him. 78k, 182 centimetres. Slight build. Yeah, no, just right the way he was running.
Yeah.
Well, that's a blow to Wallace. He's really hoping that he could come up and mount a late challenge to get a game. And of course, he's one of the bigger names going around here this afternoon. So let's hope it's not what we fear, which is some sort of injury. Christou, in the meantime, goes short and gets Blake Campbell. Campbell up towards the wing. They're looking pretty good, the Blues. Back.
Said, what are you doing on the deck like that? I taught you not to lie down. He said, well, I was concussed, Mum.
Campbell back to Christou. Have to use his leg speed. He's got Rice in support. Back to Campbell, fiddling about with it. Rice, oh, deft little kick into White. Campbell.
The Blues and Essendon do not give much away at all. So Culpert wearing 55 now. He's been the game's leading possession winner with 8 in a wonderful first quarter. Rice gets it to Chatfield and then gets it back.
Free kick.
And Dean Rice is limping now. Times for him, and he's back on. That's wonderful to see. Coming off his Adam Swatala. So Jordan Bannister's had a taste of AFL footy this year. Stretch it off with some what we believe is rib damage, and well, the Bombers weren't telling an untruth. Christou loads up and kicks up another poster. The Blues have had. I wonder if he's just playing and saying, well, look, if it goes, I'm gone anyway, so I might as well have a dash at it.
Well, he's gone anyway, I'd say. Rice, Christou running from halfback, through the middle. Blues looking good. Culpert from 50. Oh! Rob, I thought he was going to finally get one straight.
RLT.
Well, we'll get someone else other than your good self, Phil, to clarify.
He's 19, Phil.
Lalich goes long. Christou with a good fist. Bannister, hand pass is promising for Essendon, but sits for McGrath, who's got to start lifting. It didn't. Bannister again. McGrath, little volleyball tap over the top. Christou in best place. He'll head for the boundary line. Got a few players down, the Bombers. It's like Corey McGrath, who'd be one of their prime movers, hasn't had a lot on.
There near the ball. Strength by Fleming. Good pressure. Marnie squirted out. Daring didn't know where it was. Found Christou. Well, he held it a long time. Cranage in strongly. Chatfield over the top. Goddard 54. Strong tackle.
That's your problem. It's not an old VFL club involved.
Your sarcasm is not acceptable in the box today. It's a Sunday. It's a truce.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. I'll say no more.
I'm sure you've been to Mass and done the right done the right thing.
Yes, it's only Mass for some. The Blues go forward.
Yeah, it's a bit of a... got to juggle things a bit, Terry Danaher. Keep them in the game. Haven't got as many experienced players. A little bit of height they're missing, and with Wallace off makes it a little bit trickier as well.
Nelson at halfback, back. White calling for it in the middle. Half-time, bobbling ball for Podsiadly. Halfback flank.
Gee, I'd like to hear Rex Hunt try to pronounce that name, Roscoe.
Long kick knocked away from Hill. Had trouble with it last year, I remember, Phil. Ducking the head was Feverell. The Denham. Side
Where you going, Shorty?
Scoring distance, Sean Denham. Wide of the mark. Still in play. Hill juggling. Gets through Christou. Nelson.
He's still going the big black.
David Hill. Gets away from O'Keefe. They're losing ground, though. Lalich held.
The umpire. Up to be.
Oh, can't do that in the VFL. They're too smart for that, Roscoe.
Yeah, no twits in the umpiring fraternity.
Indeed.
4 behinds for the Blues in this second quarter, all of them very kickable. I mean, Christou's was a long shot from a set shot that hit the post, and it was a
Need to do something now. See, this is the problem we're wondering about Richards there, about whether he can find a target. Goes for Lalich short.
And it's come unstuck. Hall there, wrapped up by Cranage and Christou.
It's where you really need you need the players to come from behind and try to... Right. And I'm with you. It's all right, Rob. I'm here.
Okay. Well, that's all that counts. Fleming, a little hand pass to Culpet, wants to work it back to Christou. Had it all to do there, and he did it beautifully. That was a clever kick from Andrew Christou, as Chris Massey has it now. He's got to be off. He's come way off his mark, and the umpire called
the louver windows out. Stuck his head through.
Getting warmer. Getting warmer. David.
I'll be stuck all afternoon trying to work out how you did it.
Good mark to Richards. Teddy Richards.
Stay clear. Stay clear.
Yeah, Phil, you reckon he's within scoring distance?
Well, I'd say he's just about. He really should have been playing in the VFL.
Now a chance for Essendon on the rebound. Davies
Backing up.
Here's Ben Cranage now. Has to be good with his kick. Oh, just didn't have the carry to get to the fast leading Hawkins, who's then bobbed it back towards Bannister in the centre of the ground. High tackle, advantage be played, yes it will. Ben Cranage from 52 metres in towards full forward. No one there. Merrington, who's having a picnic at either end, takes the mark.
Okay.
Calculator's not working, but the eyes are as good as ever.
We'll get you a calculus and a abacus as Christou. Up towards half forward. Here's an opportunity now for Fleming. Oh, he could have kept going. Didn't need the U-turn. He back pedals towards Massey. Massey.
David Hill. Dishes it off. That right. Up towards Richards in front. Christou the spoil. Swatala. Massey right with him. Swatala stuck it in pretty well. Peverill. High tackle. Luck. Crowd on the other side. We've not got the advantage of the angle we had.
Well, footy fans
have a sense of humour.
And a fair degree of knowledge. Obviously, Ange and the great Cooter.
Indeed. McAllister. Back to Bullen. Legs looks to be okay now. And a spell on the bench.
Pity wasn't new consistency.
Christou puts it high. During spoiling at the back. Calford. Oh.
Umpire. Oh, look, he's right on the spot. The umpire spotted it in one. Kevin
might get 1, and Bill's on his case, he might get 6. So a big kick this for Lalich. And the Bombers. Won't be a score. Can Hill!
He's been threatening, you know, a couple of times, Rob, and that was a beauty. He's got a bit of size about him, the big fella, hasn't he? But VFA legend, of course, Doc Reed with the Preston Football Club, and he's the doctor, of course, at Essendon. He said, I asked him what was in the bag, and he said, definitely no needles. He said, we don't jab our players.
Yeah,
and I trust him.
Yeah, I got their word. Unofficially, no.
Yep, and I know because he used to go to the same church as my wife out in North Baldwin, and the same church.
Three behinds all in this quarter.
He's just not, the instep not as taut as it should be. That's why the ball's sliding off. Well, that's the theory anyway. I think that's about right. Look at Christou's kick.
Well, no worries about his instep. But Richards is a good error.
Kick that's going the way of the Bombers at the moment, and that could be 50 metres to them.
So the tempo's just lifted late in this third quarter. Can't be much of it left. Up towards the wing, Richards the contest.
Ross Booth gave her his decision there.
Yes. Well, it's a free kick, wasn't it?
You saw it.
Well, thanks. We're in furious agreement.
And you
midfield enough Essendon and get the ball into that Hill zone, and they're inside 50. If he plays a bit in the last quarter, could be very interesting. He's rucking well too, Lalich.
Down to McGrath. No space. Spawn, I should say. Tackling him. And a bounce. Yes, round 2, Essendon 1.
So the Bombers haven't been in front for a long, long time. Here's Bannister. He's just lost it to Carlton. Oh, that was a good tackle. Richards has it now for Essendon. Christou with the kick and hope kick. Works well for him. And what's the umpire done here? Has he plucked the Carlton for a kick out of that?
Deering. Safe hands. Massey. Loose. Christou. Overlapping. Richards chasing. Backwell might have to fly. No, he stays down, didn't come over the back. Sent it there, 53. Ryan bounces it quickly. Get the player's mind back on the ball. Richards got the hand down, didn't let it pass. Denham, Culpet. Massey, knew he had support. Cranage running, blocking support. Rice under pressing, kicks. Back.
For the Merrington, White, Spawn and Fleming.
Down the middle. Richards, strong overhead, likes to feed it off. McGrath running, out in front. Hawkins, let that slip through. Deering looking for a free. Felt he was held. Goddard tackles Nelson. Christou to save the day. Clever. Chasing Cranage here. He's chasing Hill is what I meant to say. Now, space for Hall. Denham.
That is a top mark.
Mind you, so was Rice in his. I remember him fixing up Guy McKenna a few years ago, which was no mean feat. That's a big kick in towards the goal square. Christou leans over the top. Good defensive fist. It falls Carlton's way too. And Chatfield receives from Culpet and just lopes onto his left foot and uses it superbly. So the
tall man, 193 centimetres. Stretching McGrath, Richards, Christou in the back. Again, feeds it off. McGrath looking for Hawkins. Hill is there as well. And Watson for the Blues. Nelson into the back of Goddard. Christou reaches over, grabs it.
Rubber man.
Kicks to the McGrath. And Kiefer's the real target. Podsiadley showed some skills for a big man. Back in Hawkins, another chance. About 30 in line. Christou getting a power of possession.
How's he going?
Going all right.
Horatio at the bridge, Roscoe. You'd remember that one in Latin, wouldn't you?
Chatfield, don't ask me to repeat the Latin. Cranage, but Lalich won it down. Peveril, nicely. McGrath having a great patch of a game. Standing tall, well, Nelson in front of Goddard. Christou, Richards on the chase. Inboard to Rice. Experienced players combining. Jackatine. Blues looking good. Well, contest against the Murray Kangaroos. Beasy coming into his own. Christou. Massey's there. Big leap, Massey. No, didn't get off the ground. Was he held? Essendon clear. In attack, Josh Marnie.
I was going to say that's a picture-perfect kick, Ross.
Wastes no time, going for his third. Hasn't drawn it back enough. Was he going for the pass? Richards.
Oh. That was a beautiful kick by Denham to Marnie, wasn't it? Absolutely perfect, you know. And we watched Denham during the course of the playing those, Ross. You're not listening to me.
Bullet, no, I really do.
It might help occasionally, at least.
For the Blues. Christou.
Oh, it's gone. It's holding the ball, umpire. He has taken them on. He's put the hand out to avoid the tackle, and then he's been tackled. If you see it again,
I think it was
I'd like...
Irons in the second.
Beautiful day down here at the TEAC Oval, Port Melbourne. The old Borough ground. She's a picture. Going to be a pitch inspection during the week with the a chat with Peter Saltrick. Tells me going to be talking to them.
So Bannister now for the Bombers. Can they pluck a late one? Gee, Christou's
just phenomenal there. Big lead, big punch.
Maybe working his way into back into the seniors.
Yeah, well, stranger things.
Socketed off the ground.
Well
almost
played, Denham.
with him. Lalich in trouble. Denham found Lalich. Now going to kick Judd. He does. Sitting underneath it. Marnie. Good spoil. Christou. Fantastic second half. Cranich heads into the open spaces. The race is on. Davis legs pumping. Good gather. Mike.